I would like to start by bringing up our first valedictorian today. Please help me introduce Miss Olivia Gomez.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan, and thank you to Bishop Bruce for the Mass. I would also like to thank all of the parents and families that are here today in support of the graduates. And to you, my fellow classmates, especially the senior boys, for taking a couple hours off a fortnight to be with us here today. We all appreciate your sacrifice. I recently read an article on a star in our galaxy that is making quite a stir. The star, called Tabby's star, is not following the rules that normal stars ought to follow. The light from the star is suddenly dimming, undimming, and then dimming again in crazy, unexpected ways. Physicists and astronomers are obsessed, trying to figure out why this star, larger than our own sun, is behaving this way. Astronomers are losing it on Twitter. Telescopes are pointed to a corner in the sky, and theories for the erratic light are numerous. It could be dust clouds, or the possibility that the star is being absorbed by a nearby planet, to the serious consideration that the dimming may be caused by alien megastructures. Yes, alien megastructures. So here's the fascinating part. Tabby's star is 1,300 light years away from our own planet Earth. So as we hurry to frantically observe the dimming of this mystery star in our present time, what we are actually seeing is the dimming that occurred 1,300 years ago, because the star is 1,300 light years away. The light of the dimming event hits our telescopes that many years after it actually happened. All this commotion actually happened while here on Earth, half of the population was under the rule of the Holy Roman Empire. Crazy, no? Yes, in the year 700, Vikings were sacking London, and here in the Great Plains, early Americans were enthralled with the invention of the bow and arrow. Okay, so why am I telling you this? The effects of an event, such as the dimming or brightening of a star, may actually reveal itself years after the event took place. The effects manifest awareness and clarity years later. Just like Tabby's star, true knowledge that we have gained throughout high school may not become evident to us until SCM feels like a distant memory. We can forget about it, almost like it never happened, but it will always come back. There will always be an effect, no matter how long it takes. The use of logic, the facts about science and language, the way we compose ourselves, our social conscience, all these things that we have learned in school will eventually show their qualities, the light, if you may, years after we have left these halls. Maybe in the long future, say 30 years from now, we will return to STM and two things will become clear. One, freshman English is still being taught by Miss Wiseman, of course. And two, our character as grown adults, the integral person we became, our life's journey, was formed because of the events that took place while here, now. I'm so proud to be speaking for this group of seniors today. And I'm not sure if this is surprising to you or not, but we've accomplished some pretty amazing things. Our basketball girls have won yet another state championship this year. Your guys' leaving may actually be a good thing because you have got to be running out of fingers to put rings on by now. Rose and Josie placed nationally in the C-SPAN competition. Francesca and Emma got an honorable mention. Our one-act seniors received the Outstanding Actors Award this year. Knowledgeable had an incredible season thanks to Cullen and Sarah, getting second place at regionals, which hasn't happened in a very long time, if ever. And the senior soccer boys finished second at state. And just yesterday, our track team finished first. At least 15 seniors will be playing sports in college. I know what you're thinking. We sound so accomplished that it seems impossible that we find time to have fun. But believe me, we do that too. St. Thomas More. It's been our lives for a while. We've woken up day in and day out and come to school. We spent countless Thursday mornings in these pews, and countless hours have been spent with the 70 people sitting around you guys. And then one day, a day not any different than the day before, we woke up and we weren't going to high school anymore. That time in our lives has passed, only to be revisited at moments such as this, when we're all craving a good solid dose of nostalgia. 10 years from now, we could all be in different places. Most of us will be done with school and starting our lives, potentially our families. Others may still be in school, cursing the fact that they decided to become doctors. We could be scattered all across the country, perhaps even the world. But there are a few things that will never change. The impression that these years have left on us will still be there. Mrs. Friedel taught us in Gov that our adolescent years are called our impressionable years. We learn what we like, don't like, who we are, and who we aren't. Our ideologies are formed. So it doesn't matter if you spent 1 or 14 years here at STM. We've all been impressed upon. So I've talked a little bit about the past, the way past, and the future. But in reality, the present is what it's all about. Because we're not just gathered here on a lovely May day in Our Lady of Perpetual Help. We're all strapped in, seated together on this gigantic ball that's whirling around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour. Ralph Waldo Emerson once asked us what we would do if the stars came out only once every 1,000 years. Well, no one would sleep that night, of course. We would be ecstatic, delirious, made rapturous by the glory of God. Instead, the stars come out every night, and we watch television. Where are you when the stars come out? I know I'm not outside, but I would like to be. And I want you guys to be the same. Learn to be present, because we will never have more energy, enthusiasm, hair, or brain cells than we do at this very moment today. So why don't we go out and take advantage of it? Take hope. This goodbye is exciting, not sad. Don't worry about leaving it all behind, because I can assure you that is entirely impossible. It's already left its mark. And just when it all feels light years away, there will be a light from a distant galaxy called STM that brings you back to the years we spent together. Thank you.